listening to the LOZ Podcast Network.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the LOZ Podcast Network. My name's Ken Lawler. You are either watching us in the LOZ app or you're listening to us on KRMS radio on Saturdays from 10 to 11. And we love the collaboration we have over there. You can go into the app and you can hit any of the stations and listen any of the time. I am super excited about today's show because we got Mark Maasen and Leah Martin from the Shootout. Guys, hello, welcome.
Well, thank you.
Good morning.
Listen, it's 2 weeks away. I don't want to.
Don't tell anybody that.
I mean, it's, we sit and plan for these things and we say, oh, it's coming, but it's 2 weeks away. And I mean, there's a lot happening, isn't there, Leah?
Yeah, there is. Actually, yesterday was 2 weeks from the street party. That was the hard part that I kind of, couldn't breathe a little bit from it.
Yeah. Yeah, because Make-A-Wish rides are just over a week away.
That's right. Yeah. We got Make-A-Wish a week away, and then we go right into Shootout Week with the street party, the auction, the poker run,
Heroes
everything.
Day.
Yes. Let's talk about that a little bit because that's something.
The new one.
Let's talk about that and tell everybody what that encompasses.
Yes, we have the Wishing on a Ride, and that's such a great event. And, the shootout started with the Lake area first responders. It was the Lake Rescue Shootout. And so Taylor Sism, who is vice president of MTI, reached out and said, hey, I've been thinking about this for a while. I'd love to get the shootout back to like more of the first responders. And so we're hosting Heroes Day on Monday. So we kind of use the concept that we use from Wishing on a Ride on the weekend and are matching our first responders up with performance boaters and people from the industry. And so we're doing a dinner, MTI is sponsoring a lunch at Shady Gators. And then all of our lake area first responders are going to go out and boat ride. So anyone with boats, or we have links and I can send those to you so you can push them out through the app too. But people can sign up. And so people are signing up to volunteer to take these guys out on the water. And Ozark Law will be there filming, and so it'll be good.
Oh, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. And anybody can show up. If you're a first responder, you just show up and you don't pay for anything, right? You get a free meal. You might get a ride in a boat. It's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, neat stuff.
And then obviously we're going to be talking to Tiffany a little later in the show, but about Making a Wish and Wishing on a Ride. And that is just I don't know how you even make it through one of those days with just the smiles and all the stuff you guys do.
It is emotionally draining, but it is so fulfilling at the same time, and it just puts your whole world in perspective when you're done. You can be, after the Wishing on a Ride, you can have one of the worst days in the world as far as business is concerned. I mean, it doesn't really matter what's going on. And it's like, all right. Yeah. It's all good because seeing those kids and watching them bloom and do what they're doing that day is just so fulfilling.
Yeah. I mean, it is an amazing day. And this is the second one, right? Because there was one earlier in the year. So this is, and I think people don't understand that a lot of times that they look at the shootout and they say, oh, that's the boat race. Well, it is. And that's the big crescendo to everything. But there's events going on all year long. This is a year-long process. And particularly in the next 2 weeks, there's a lot of events going on. Street party is a little gathering that you have every year. Just a few people show up.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I think last year, do you have a guess on how many people made it to street party last year?
The law enforcement told me they were averaging about 50,000 is what they're saying. So
50,000, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's probably pretty close to that.
And
it's incredible.
Let's talk a little bit about, and again, guys, remember, you can find all this information in the LOZ app. We are going to actually open up the shootout portion earlier than we had in the years past, so people can really get a chance to look at where the parking lots are. You have several parking lots that you'll be doing on location that are VIP lots, right, that you can go and you can get real close. You pay a donation because that's what we try to do. But you can also, there'll be shuttles going. There'll be other places to park down by the dam, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to try to.
The schools, the lower lot at Ameren, but also this year, right above where they're building the toy boxes, there's that empty lot that Apperson has, and it's Scott Frisella owns that. And so they said, hey, Leah, you can use that. So we're actually doing shuttling from that lot, and that'll house about 500 cars. So I really think it'll help with the congestion coming into Bagnell Dam Strip, because we'll be able to get them. And we have nice shuttle buses from Lake Ride Pros. So it'll be a good, fun experience also. So we're going to shuttle them. And instead of getting them backlogged into traffic going on to Bagnell, they're going to go down by the dam and then come around the back way and get dropped off at the top. So it'll be, top of the strip service. So we're going to try to encourage as many cars to go there first, so that we can kind of avoid some of that, cars sit like an hour and a half, 2 hours on 242 and on all the access points coming in. So our goal is to not block traffic on 54 like we did last year.
Yeah, and it's just a great event. I mean, it's amazing to me the amount of popularity that street party gains, because it's truly an amazing. If you've never seen one, and I know you guys have attended street parties at other racing events, and they get really excited when they get a couple thousand people, and you kind of look at them and you're like, you have no idea.
Yeah,
This is like this is the mecca for powerboating for the week. And people are coming in from as far away as, we have people coming in from outside the US, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So last year the lieutenant governor was here, and I said, hey, my challenge to you is to ask everyone where they're from. And so on Friday evening at the live auction, because he came in and was here throughout the day and throughout some of the events, and so he said, Leah, I'm done with states. I'm to countries now. He's like, there's so many people here from out of the country. And there are, there's so many people here from Australia and New Zealand, and just really everywhere. So yeah,
it's pretty
cool.
amazing how far it stretches.
Yeah, and I know that because when we stream it, we'll get people pinging us in Europe that are watching. We'll get people pinging us for just all over the place, and it's just become such an amazing event. And let's go back to it. It is for charity, and I think too, we want to put a call out to anybody. There is still time for you to sign up to be a helper. I mean, you can sign up to be one of our people that actually helps us put this event on. And the cool thing about it is when you're a volunteer and you give 4, 5, 10 hours to a particular event, you then get to donate those hours to any of the charities. And I think we're up to 50. How many charities now are we up to?
Yeah. Plus, I think it's just a little over 50 charities.
Yep. So, you can come give your time, meet some cool people, see some fun things. I mean, most of these jobs are pretty fun. You're hanging out and you're
having a good time.
Yeah, having a good time. But then you get to donate your hours. And we really need people that are, I know I was talking to Sarah, I had her on last week, and she said that we really need people that want to be on the water, that have patrol boats, because
we really need patrol boats to help with that line. So we we can have overnight parking if you need, if you're from Upper Marmac or you're just putting your boat in and want to leave it. So we have Pahitsi shut down. So for our patrol boats, we can use that ramp. So you don't have to mess with the hassle of that. And we need people help patrolling that line, which is super fun. Because there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people. You're also closest to the action on the course, so you'll be able to
front row
have
seat.
a great front row seat. Yeah, and then but being able to interact with that line. I think we're gonna have a camera out there doing the fan cam this year, and so I think it's just a fun opportunity. And I think we have 4-hour shifts, so you don't have to do, even if you can do the first 4 hours of the day where it's the busiest, or we can break those shifts up. But if you come and patrol, it's not your time, but it is your time, a co-captain, and then the boat's time. So it really is like triple hours for the charity. So it has a lot of bang for your buck as far as donating time. So if you want to come to the shootout and see it and help, and it really is just going through the line with helping keep that no wake enforced, and keeping the boats back where they're supposed to be. We have the green buoys. You're 100 feet behind the green buoys, and in between the green buoys and the line is where typically most of the patrol boats are. But it's just helping keep that line.
And the cool thing I think about it is you can, Sarah was talking about, you can have 2 people, there's a captain and a co-captain, and you can have 2 additional people with you. So it's not like you have to be out there by yourself. You can enjoy yourself. There's no drinking, none of that. We want you to be your patrol boat. We want you to be. But the cool thing too is if you're out there, you might get a look at a brand new event that we're running this year, which is going to be super fun.
Yep.
I don't think anybody in the lake has seen these yet, but let's talk about the Thundercats.
Yeah, Thundercats are coming. We're so excited to have them. They're shipping boats here from overseas, actually, because they're really big in Australia and South Africa, but they have not really done much here in the U.S. until recently, and so they've formed a federation, and they are running at different powerboating events, different hydroplane events, and they're launching their series here with the shootout. They're building a point system, and so I spoke with them this week, and I think something they're looking at is annually, if we will host them, they're going to start their season with us. We are the kickoff to their season. And so points will start this week, and they're going to do some exhibition races, and they're going to run in between because they run with props, so we can safely run them. So they're going to run close to the spectator line. They're going to run in between where the shootout boats are, the red lines, and the green lines. And so the green buoys. And so they're going to run really close to that spectator line. So it'll be super fun to watch them.
And these are dirigibles. These are inflatable.
Yeah.
I mean, there's two guys. It's the old. It's to me, it reminds me of when we were kids and you got into Grandpa's boat and you had the little stick on the, and you just were running around. But these guys are going around at 100 miles an hour. They're crazy. But I think it's going to be so fun for the crowd, and what a neat way to add something cool in. I mean, everybody who sits out on that lake loves to see the boats go by, but this is going to be something that's even more fun.
Yeah, it's going to be short little bursts, so it's not going to take up a lot of time, but it'll be a riot to watch.
Yeah, no, they're going to do like 15-minute heats. And so they like to do a rally start. So some of them are going to do rally start. We'll have, I think they're going to do some drag racing on Sunday. And so they're going to do a couple 15-minute heats on Saturday, a couple 15-minute heats on Sunday. So they're not going to take up a lot of time, but they're a lot of fun. And they have manufacturer support. So they're, like I said, they're forming this federation. And they're actually giving away one of the Thundercats at the shootout. So they're going to have it displayed in the street party. They're bringing that one. The manufacturer says they're going to have it displayed at dog days. You can go meet the guys, talk to them, figure out how to get involved if you want to race. But they're going to give a boat away here. So
nice.
I hope they're ready for, this community wraps themselves around new ideas pretty quickly. You could see a Thundercat club here at the lake pretty fast.
They like to tell me that they like the wake, and I'm like, oh, July 4th weekend, you're fine. Like,
yeah, exactly.
We're very comparable to the ocean at that point.
You guys took a little bit of heat last year for moving the race, some more than others, but I want to say, as we're looking back and going into year 2, and we were hoping for a decent year last year, but it just blew the doors off of what we were thinking. I mean, in terms of crowd participation, in terms of boaters at the event, in terms of crowds that were coming into town, heads in beds. I mean, this is the biggest event that happens at the lake by far. And moving it to this new location has really opened up the possibility to make it even bigger, right?
Oh, without a doubt. And like I said, I've mentioned several times, a lot of local restaurants and stuff have reached out and said, man, thank you. Without having the extended no wake, it's really helped our business. Everything is great. Now the entire lake gets to benefit from it. The Water Patrol likes it that we don't have near as much for them to patrol or deal with. All in all, the event was amazing. It was fun to sit up in the VIP at different areas and listen to people talk. Like, man, it just feels like it needs to be here. It was cool.
And they're going to see a lot of difference this year because there's a few things that are built out now. So we're going to be able to expand things over. There'll be some things at the Oasis. You got dog days, you got the Oasis. We got additional docks this year. Are the docks sold out for a rental, or can people still rent those?
You can still rent them. The link is public and available. We started sending those out, so we'll push that out through social media pretty heavy in the next couple days. And so you can rent docks, the Oasis, and they're discounted. And then we're going to shuttle everybody over. But we're also going to host a party that we're getting ready to announce on the point of where the new hotel's going to be. And so you can view and hang out there. There'll be a bar and there'll be a jumbotron and watch all the boats go. Honestly, it'll be a great view to watch all the boats going back and forth to the race course. And if you're into people watching, which is, I think, the best part of the shootout, that would be prime spot to do it. So, and there'll be docks right there. It's nice. The Oasis, the Brinkman team, and what they've done. Fred Ross with Big Thunder, what they've done to accommodate for this year. They pushed really, really hard to get the parking garage done, but it's just weather and delays. That's building. We'll have it for next year, though. I mean, and anyone can see, but it is. I went out on site for the project this morning and I turned into the wrong place twice because it looks so different from even when we were there last time. Before you would go and their work trailers were what was prominent. Now that they're tiny, it's like hard to find because everything's built out. The hotel's on the second level. I mean, everything's out and coming out of the ground now. And so it's going to be incredible.
And Fred Ross has been a real friend, hadn't he? He's really driven the needle for not just this year, but I mean, he's really helped us out with a lot of stuff that's going on for this.
Yeah, he's really working with us. He's been a big helping hand.
The docks, I mean, Big Thunder Docks help provide portable docks on a last minute, like, oh my goodness, we're going to need these for the offshore race. They did it without question. They've continued to support the event over and over and over again and done a lot. We hosted the Hall of Fame dinner there last year. And anytime we ask, he's just not said no. He's been so gracious and helpful. And he really pushed his guys and brought people in on overtime and has a lot of money and time invested into having these docks ready for us this year. But they know the investment into the community. So, the move for us, yes, logistically, it's so much easier. There's a 6-lane highway versus a 2-lane. All those things. We're 2 miles from the hospital. I mean, we're right here by the airport. Like, there's a lot of things that are great. But also that expansion, Fred expanding the Oasis and then to the Marriott, that's what gives the shootout. We had kind of tapped out where we couldn't really grow anymore. We had no more docks. We couldn't fit any more cars. I mean, literally, my second year, our parking guys came down and said, Leah, do we have an actual parking full sign? We didn't have one because that had never happened before. And so we were just kind of maxed out. And then that extended no wake, was really putting a huge problem on the event as well. That's hot. Traditionally, the shootout's 100 degrees and then sitting no wake for 10 miles on top of the 3 miles of the event space. So that was a lot. But what Fred is doing in this investment into this space, it gives us this 3 to 5 year growth plan. And we knew that going in. We said, hey, we're going to have the dog days, and then we're going to be able to hopefully grow into the Oasis, and then we'll grow into the Marriott. So we're super excited for our 40th anniversary. The Marriott will be open. We have the hotels completely booked.
Well, it's going to be a party for sure, and it's going to be amazing. I would encourage everybody to get out to more than just the races. There's events going on. There's the auction. We've got the Make-A-Wish. We've got the poker run. I mean, there's so many things that are coming up that people could get involved with. And remember, every single thing we do here, we're driving it to charity. We're trying to raise as much money as we can for all these 50 charities that are involved with the shootout. And we're just looking forward to an amazing event. And again, you can go to shootouthelpers.com if you want to sign up to be one of the volunteers. We could use you for anything that you're good at, or even if you just want to stand and help park cars, that's good too. Like,
absolutely,
we don't care. Bring a buddy and have fun with it. And then we'll have
you can help in the office and shuttling. So like if you can't do heat or you can't do standing or you can't do the water, we have Cadillac shuttles to help shuttle our VIPs that we need help with for the Make-A-Wish Wishing on a Ride. We need volunteers to help shuttle families over from Margaritaville to the party on Saturday night at Performance Boat Center. So there's things that really you can do for all, or even just having someone that can sit in our office because we're all out putting the events on, but we're still taking deliveries. There's so many people that come into the office with questions that need help. So there's a lot of opportunity across the board. You don't just have to do parking or just do the water. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff too.
Yeah, it's going to be a great event. We're all looking forward to it. Thanks for joining us. I know you guys are super busy. I appreciate you coming in. But everybody, I would encourage you to plan ahead. Have a little patience.
Patience. Remember, it's charity.
And if you see somebody that's in from out of town, from somebody who maybe came in from another country, stop out and say hi and show them a little bit of local favoritism, right? We love it.
Exactly.
Hospitality.
A little hospitality. That goes a long way.
All right, everybody, there you go. We got, Mark Maasen and Leah Martin with the shootout. They're ready to go, right? I know you guys are probably not going to sleep for the next couple weeks at least, so I hope you got a lot in. And we will be right back after these messages.